What's going on, Gong heads? It's me, Trevor at Gongs Unlimited, with rubber gloves on, because this is an instructional video on how to use the Renaissance metal de-corroder. This is what a fresh bottle looks like. A safe, non-toxic system for derusting bronze, copper, brass, and iron. Dissolves lime scale, cleans rusty stains in stone. That's what it says on the brand new package. But I'm going to set this one to the side because I have a used one. Because we actually use this all the time in the studio. For recording a product or a gong or a singing bowl set, we notice that there's some kind of gross spots like on the inside of this one. It's got a little bit of tarnish just because of humidity when it's shipped. Sometimes that happens, but this makes it right as rain and good as new. And we're going to show you how we do it. We've got a whole pamphlet thing here of information that comes with this, and I'm not going to read it all to you because that would take a long time. But the TLDR just basically gives instructions on how to use, we'll put a picture of it in the video. You can pause it and read the whole thing if you want. But you can use this on iron, bronze, copper, copper alloys, brass, steel, zinc, and galvanized materials, and it cleans scale and rusty water stains off of metal. I will actually go over the first sentence of this, which says, treatment selectively ruptures the bond between base metal and corrosion layer, reducing rust to a sludge which is easily wiped or brushed away. Use neat, don't dilute it. Clean water rinse stops the process. So if you've really got some serious corrosion, you'd want to let it sit on for a while, and then you could use something such as isopropyl alcohol or like a vinyl cymbal cleaner, for example, to get the rest off. Because there will be a slight film left over with this, but most of the time it's not a problem. On a bowl it might get a little tacky, so you'd want to use, either water or, in this case, 99% isopropyl alcohol, or even a vinyl cymbal cleaner. This I probably won't use on the bowl because it can slightly affect the color, but on gongs this is great to use. And I have used this on bowls as well. It can just be a little bit messier. So I'm just going to get right into it. This bowl is dirty. It's dirty, so I'm going to take some paper towel and I'm going to gloop a decent amount on here. That might even be a bit much, but this is what I'm rocking with. About a quarter size. And I'm going to wipe the inside of the bowl with it nice and even. Well, I can already see this is breaking up the rust and it's coming off. Look at that, look how brown this paper towel is now. That's all surface oxidization coming off with this compound. You could even smell it. You can smell the rust breaking apart. Not that this is even rusty, it's just base corrosion. We've been having this bowl sat around for a while, so. Just that, it looks much better on the inside. Hold it for this camera. It looks like the sun reflecting with all these lights. So at this point, that's pretty much good. I don't really notice anything on the outside of this bowl, so just cleaning the inside would be fine. Now, if I rub my hand in here, I do notice there's a little tackiness to it, just from the cleaner itself, which if it's on the inside of the bowl, that doesn't really matter. It'll kind of go away and dissipate as time goes on, but I'm gonna spray some isopropyl alcohol in here. Probably a bit much, but we've got gallons of the stuff. I'm gonna take my paper towel and just rinse that off. Good squeak. You could also probably use like warm soapy water for this, or just regular warm water. You just want to make sure you get it completely dry so you don't get more water spots. Now you can kind of see there's some black on here. That's just leftover bits from the de-corroder. You can leave it on the surface though, and even apply some Renaissance wax if you really wanted to. If you wanted to like seal it in, protect it. I probably wouldn't do that with a bowl. With a gong, that would be fine. And there we go. If you notice that it's still sticking a little bit, you can just repeat the process, rinse it out a little bit more, but this is good. That's clean. That's what it would look like on a bowl. I'm gonna demonstrate this on a gong now. This gong's just got some general scuzziness on it. In this lighting, it's a little bit harder to see, but it looks kind of green almost. There's like a green film across it because it was shipped in pretty humid conditions. So you could clean this with the vinyl cymbal cleaner, but it would take a while. With this De-Corroder, it comes off pretty dang quick. Again, just gonna get some on the paper towel. About that much, about a nickel size. Now, just evenly apply this to the surface. All right, a little bit less came off. This wasn't quite as dirty as the bowl. It is noticeably cleaner though, from my point of view. At this point, you could either put Renaissance wax on it, or you could take cymbal cleaner, like I'm about to now. Just a little bit, don't need a ton. Just to get that little layer of polish off if you don't want that on there. You can leave it on there, it'd be fine. It might make using Flumies a little bit harder, so I would recommend taking the layer off. There we go. Again, this one is a little bit harder to see on camera just since it is such a shiny gong, but the back of this is a bit more tarnished than the front was. So go ahead and just give the back a once over too. You got a little bit of like rope mark right here. If a rope gets left on while it's in the box, you can get little brown spots where perhaps there was some moisture on the rope when it shipped, or shipping overseas, you know, stuff can get a little wet. Got some fingerprints in here. So we're just gonna repeat this process on the bag. And that just instantly took those fingerprints away. It is slightly lifting this ink stamped logo off, because it is a strong cleaner, so if you're worried about that, I would try to limit use of it to not on this little logo if you got something that's inky, but it won't affect the sound or anything. Just a FYI, you know, it's similar to like gourds or flits or these more intense cleaners. They are so strong that they can take off ink logos. So if you've got ink on your gong or your bowl, this won't really be a problem on the bowls. They don't have ink logos on them, but on the back of a gong, it could be an issue, but it just barely took it off a little bit. Finish it off with some of this vinyl cymbal spray. And that worked like a charm. Again, if you notice any more tackiness, you can always repeat the wipe off process with either water or cymbal spray or whatever you've got. It'll work, it'll be fine. Pretty handy little polish, honestly. This De-Corroder, it's been nice for us. Like I said, we use this one all the time in here. If we're recording a set of bowls or something, we notice a couple of them are dirty, we'll just use this and it gets them basically looking brand new right away. And yeah, I just thought it was worth showing how we do it, how we like to clean stuff, unlimited style. Thank you. Have a nice day.